Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Swimmers here. Swimmers here. Swimmers here. The Adult Swim Podcast.
Hello there, folks. Welcome to Swimmer's Ear.
Swimmer's Ear.
Yeah. So, we've got Off the Air by Adult Swim.
Off the Air.
This one's called Animals, and then the subtitle on this seems to be Too Moist to Burn. These are things that they used just as transitions or whatever. They're about 10 minutes long. This was created by Dave Hughes back April 24th, 2015 is when this was on the air. The count when I printed this out was 1.8 million views. It was produced by Million Monkeys Inc. Can you look up Million Monkeys Inc.
Yeah,
and
I can
see
do
who
that.
they are? When we're talking about this thing,
Here we go. Million Monkeys Inc. is a company representing the art of editor David Hughes.
there you go.
So it's his own
So it's
little
his own production company.
little production company. Yeah.
So this has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 different little shorts in it.
And actually, their domain is no longer in existence, and it is for sale
Really? Okay.
on dropcatch.com.
Well, they may not have done too well.
Let Dropcatch help you get your next domain at namebright.com.
So we've got several little shorts in this. Big Bounce, supplied by Prelinger Archives. Meow Mix, animated by Cyric Harris. Balta Horse, it's a song by Dan Deacon from 2009. Triple Jump is footage supplied by Tugboat and East Japan Railway Company. So already I love this. El Hombre La Tierra footage supplied by RTVE. Lizard stock footage supplied by Corbus Motion. Zodiac Shit.
Okay.
Song
So
by Flying Lotus on Warp Records from 2010.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
from what I'm looking at here,
Mhm.
the date you gave was the date that it aired
Right.
on YouTube.
Oh.
The original air date is January 1st, 2011.
Oh, wow.
And this is the first episode of Off the Air.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Let's see. The Music Scene, song by Blockhead, provided by Ninja Tunes in 2009. Zodiac Shit was Flying Lotus, Warp Records 2010. More Zodiac Shit, original animation by Adam Fuchs. The Music Scene, animated music video by Anthony Francisco Shepard. Show Monkeys footage supplied by Getty Images.
Oh, wow.
Star Spangled Banner, done by the Black Lips. Let the Blind Lead Those Who Can See But Cannot Feel. It's a song by Atlas Sound by Cranky Records 2008. Cheese Roll footage supplied by SoGlows.com. And then Cows and Zebras, original animation by Taras Haraboski. And then all the credits were done by Adam Bruno. So we're going to play this thing, kind of react to it as we go. We start, this very much reminds me of those times when the TV would go off the air, like at the end of the night, and they'd play the Star Spangled Banner or whatever. We start with like a satellite dish on the top of a building, and that's where this sucker starts.
Which this footage at the beginning
Grainy
here
footage.
is
A little guy coming out of a thing.
a movie from 1960 called The Big Bounce.
Oh, and then he blows up. And it just says animals in front of a color bar.
Too moist to burn.
Oh boy. This is trippy as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
All right, now we got an eagle. Just kind of looking around. There's a goat chewing on something, looking at the eagle. Eagles up on the rocks started to fly down towards the goat.
This is El Hombre y la Tierra, which is a 1974 Spanish nature documentary television series.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
I don't know how you get all the
Televisión.
rights to this stuff and just throw it together.
Contacting the right people
Yeah,
at the right
maybe
time,
so.
I guess. The resources that being an adult swim show
Oh.
probably affords you.
The eagle comes down and gets the little goat.
This show's still in production, too, so.
Oh, drags him away. Oh, he's so heavy. Oh, beats him on the rocks. Damn,
Yeah,
eagle.
he's gone.
Oh, and then he let him go. And the goat just falls to his death. Jesus.
You want to know what's crazy about this show?
Uh,
You want to pause it real fast?
Yeah.
So this El Hombre y la
Goat's still
Tierra show,
Yeah.
which is the man and the earth.
uh-huh.
The guy that did it, his name was Felix. Yeah, Felix. I don't know why I sound like that. Felix Rodriguez de la Fuente.
Okay.
The show got canceled because he died in Alaska.
Oh, my God.
He was shooting a documentary about the Iditarod, the Iditarod Trail dog
Poor
race,
guy.
like the sled dog race,
Yeah.
and he died during that excursion that he was
no.
on. But
don't mean to
yeah,
laugh,
so
but damn.
it's an actual, because
Yeah,
that's
it's a
what this
nature
whole show
documentary,
is
yeah,
actual
yeah.
nature documentary.
So the goat's still falling.
Yep.
And then it goes into an animated sunset, like the sun and waves and all that. So we're getting a little happier. That morphs into a very like Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Who then opens his hand and there's a rat and a bull.
This song is Zodiac Shit by Flying
Okay.
Lotus.
Okay. We got a
Yeah.
lot of animation, leaves that turn into rabbits that then turn into scales. Now we got a dragon. Now we got a viper,
I like the
a
colors.
horse, a goat.
I like the pop.
Monkey. I think this is in reference to all the years, like the Chinese.
The Chinese Zodiac.
Zodiac years.
That's what it
'cause
is,
You got a
yeah.
warthog and a dog.
It's credited as Zodiac Animals.
Oh,
It's the
and now it's
music
the devil.
video to the song.
Yeah. Now the devil's breathing and then goes to the warthog. Warthog melts, turns into a dog. Then there's a balloon. This is nuts.
Yeah, it's very trippy.
Takes a monkey up into the sky.
Like I said, I like the colors.
Yeah. Colors are very cool.
Pop art, very
Yeah.
real
Snake
bright.
ties itself, becomes a dragon, spits out a rabbit. The rabbit dies, turns into a tiger.
Turns into this
Rat.
doing all kinds of stuff here.
A skeleton, then it goes back to the Chinese Confucius type guy, and he disappears.
And he's gone.
Now we got the sun setting in the background. It's starting to turn darker and darker, and a wolf. This is all animated, by the way. There's a
Yeah, it's all
cat.
completely
There's
animated.
A cat watching. Now we get real footage of a monkey in what looks like a hot water spring.
Yeah, this is provided by Getty Images, this particular stock footage.
Here comes another
And,
monkey.
The song in the background is Ghetto Fly by Crispin Taylor, Ernie McCone,
Oh.
and Toby Baker.
Another one popped up out of the water. And another one in the background. Little tiny monkey heads. Now we go to the clouds. Lots of clouds. Oh! Lots of cows in the sky. This reminds me of those old
Yeah.
screensavers, like where the toasters would go flying by and stuff. There's zebras and cows and polar bears and everything black and white floating in the air.
And this song is Let the Blind Lead Those Who Can See But Cannot Feel by Atlas Sound.
Oh, it's insane. Look at all that motion. Damn. This all seems to be like computer animated here.
Yeah.
All the animals are
digital
turned into other
animations.
animals. Two horses hitting each other in the sky, a black one, a white one. Now we got colors starting to come into it. All the animals are kind of morphing into geometric shapes. And now we got a real cat. There he is. Just a big black cat.
El Gato.
Yep.
Meow Mix.
Oh, wow. I love this.
Meow Mix by Sirac Harris.
So it's just a cat meowing at you, but they're using it as part of the beat. Two cats. Same cat. Why do I feel like I need like...
Oh, pause this real fast.
Yeah.
You might like this fun fact about the guy who animates this little thing here with
Yeah.
this cat.
Yeah.
There's an animation in the 3rd episode of the 4th season of the IT Crowd,
Uh-huh.
and it's called the
Love the IT Crowd.
Spaceology animation.
Yeah.
He also did the opening credits for Bob and David, which is a Netflix
Yeah.
series.
Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
from Mr. Show.
Yeah. And in the 4th season, 6th episode, there's an animation also that he does called Goth to Boss. But he's also he's done music videos for a bunch of people.
What's
I don't
the guy's
even know
name?
these names. Sirac Harris.
Huh.
He's an English fellow.
You ever watch the IT Crowd?
I have seen
Very
it,
good
but
stuff.
I haven't watched
Very
it.
good stuff.
But it says
you
here.
know that meme of the guy who's in a meeting and just gets up and walks out the window to his death?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
from the
yeah.
IT
Okay,
Crowd.
that's from the IT
Yeah.
Crowd. Yeah, so he's done music stuff for music videos for, let's see, Run the Jewels.
Oh yeah.
Sparks.
I didn't
Flying
realize Run the
Lotus,
Jewels
Block
was
Party.
created on Adult Swim. Like that whole band was basically created.
If you look at the amount of music and people, like whenever I was doing, our market research for this show,
Yeah.
I looked on all of the social media platforms
Sure.
for people who had Adult Swim in their bio.
Uh-huh.
And the amount of musicians that
Oh,
I
yeah.
found in that, because just for their bumpers,
Uh-huh.
it would be just a different beat or a different produced song. And a lot of it is they went and they go find these music producers who are just producing beats and
That
things
is-
like that. And they go and,
And
offer
to be
them
honest with you,
for their
that's
song.
one of the reasons we're getting into music is so that we can kind of broaden our perspective on things.
Yeah.
Musicians and their music and stuff. I just think there's a natural attraction to that kind of stuff. Okay, cats. A cat coming out of a little trapdoor. A lot of other cats. It's just the same damn cat repeated
it,
over
yeah.
and over. Yeah. But it's great. All right, now we got cat faces flying at us. Another cat that's not a black cat.
Meow Mix.
Yeah.
Meow Mix, please deliver.
Oh. His head popped open and a little cat came out.
Yeah, I like this.
It's just cats, man. It's just cats. Lots and lots of cats.
He did the music and the animation.
It's very good. Now we're in hell, and there's several cats, which I'm assuming is what hell is. Cats with fiery eyes, just meowing the whole time. Now we go back up, and we got an ostrich skiing.
So this here is
Several
a
ostriches skiing.
an advertisement for the East Japan Railway Company.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That makes sense. The fact that it doesn't make sense makes sense. Ostriches up on it says, we want snow. Now we got a lizard running, one of those that has the big flaps that come up.
Yeah, this is just stock footage.
Yeah. Oh my god, that sound. All right, back to the animation. Got a bunch of screens with an eyeball in the middle of it. There's a chair. Looks like it's got a butt print, but it's got nobody in it. The screens start reaching out with like tentacles, and I'm assuming they're building a person to watch them. So they do that.
This is called the music scene by Blockhead.
And then like a deer jumps in his lap, and then it just becomes that.
This music video was created by a guy named Anthony F. Shepard.
Okay. Lots of colors, lots of just moving images.
And he's an animator, apparently.
Lots of, like, it's almost like a zoo is watching this giant screen, and tentacles have created somebody to watch it.
The Offspring Dividing by Zero
Yeah.
album or whatever.
Yeah.
He's done some animation for one of their music
that
videos.
makes sense.
The guy that did this.
Now we got monkeys. We got a monkey on the screen, bananas flying out of his eyes. Now it's just getting a little nuts. We got an ape and a woman, I guess, that shot bananas out of her boobs. Now the monkey
Banana
is trying
titties.
to morph into colors and shapes and screens and lots of light picking up animals and moving them around and humanoid-looking things that are turned into shapes and fish and
Yeah, it's just
Jesus.
psychedelia.
Woo. I got to get one of those Jack in the Box munchie boxes to watch this, you know?
Yeah.
So now we just got a bunch of shapes, basically, like not geometric, but almost like natural animated shapes that are moving around. We went from a red palette, now we're at a blue and kind of purple. Then we get pink influenced, and now a heartbeat. The guy was watching the screen. I'm assuming it's the guy that was created by the screens. Animals just running off into
Yeah, a lot of
like
warm and cool.
oh
warm
yeah,
and cool.
yeah, warm and cool colors, absolutely. Yeah, it's a beautiful job. I mean, who'd you say was the guy that did this?
Anthony F. Shepard.
Yeah, he did a hell of a job. This is beautiful.
And he did it
Elephant.
just for this.
Yeah. Oh, really? Just
Yeah,
did it
it
for
was-
this.
it was
wasn't
just
just
for
like
this.
a tap in or
No,
whatever.
it was
Huh.
definitely for this. And again, the band's name is he's a hip hop record producer and DJ from Manhattan. His name is Blockhead.
Oh, there you go. Big button pushed by a single finger, then turns into like these shapes that are now turning into people walking in different colors. Like there's a pink and a blue and a purple and a yellow person. No genitalia, so I can't tell you what they are. The couch comes in, and then two of these
Humanoids.
anamorphic humanoid people sit down.
They're like
that reminded
melting.
me of like the Play-Doh shooting out of the Play-Doh head.
Yeah.
You know, during the thing. Birds. Guy has a big hole in his head. Jesus, this is hard to explain.
It is hard to
honestly,
explain.
'cause there's a lot going on here.
You could go to youtube.com/Adult
Yeah.
Swim.
Yeah, you need to watch this.
Very psychedelic.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's the longest scene so far of the show.
I mean, it's cool.
I like it. I mean, it's cool animation. That's one thing I like about animation
All
is just
feeding into those screens.
pause it real fast.
Yeah. Just the ability to be able to do those things that just those freaky,
Yeah. So one of the things that I forgot about was I didn't forget about the show entirely, but I forgot about the animated portion of it, the Zaboomafoo show. So the Zaboomafoo show has
boom, boom, booms up, boom, bafoo, or something like that. Right?
Well, now they have
That
a
thing would bounce all over the place. That fucking lemur.
the leaping lemur, yeah. So they would have a little bit on every episode where he goes, "When I go to Zoomerland or whatever it's called," and he goes, "I was just leaping along, leap, and then it does like the fade away into this claymation scene. Yeah, I don't know. I like claymation.
When you hear
a
that
lot.
boing, boing, that leaping of the lemur and all that stuff.
It is my favorite animation style is claymation.
Really?
And it started, because
so
a
hard.
lot of the stuff from when I was a kid in England was claymation or puppets.
yeah.
A lot of that stuff was
y'all
claymation
did have
or
a lot of
puppets.
puppets.
They had a show specifically that I watched as a kid where there was this big orange puppet. He was a jackass. His name was Zippy. And he had a zipper for a lip. I used to have the wallet for it.
I think you showed me that.
Yeah,
at
and
one time.
that shit is just so funny going back and watching it because he was always difficult. He was always the difficult character was Zippy, and it was called the Rainbow Show or something like that.
The one that I think of is called what was it called? It had a Dirty Dragon and anyway, it was a mixture of like claymation, puppets, live action, all this stuff. It was
English show.
No, it was American, and it was just like Giggle Snort Hotel.
Oh, Giggle Snort Hotel.
what
Yeah,
a
I've heard of
weird
that. Yeah,
thing.
that's a weird one.
Oh my god,
a lot of those were weird. That late '70s, early '80s.
Well, it's like the HR Puffin stuff and all those things. I mean, just
or the
fucking weird.
Bananas
man.
in Pajamas.
Bananas in Pajamas. Banana Splits.
The Banana Splits.
Yeah, HR Puffin stuff. You know, he's your friend when things get rough. Can't do a little because
Puff
can't
and
do
stuff.
enough.
They couldn't have named him something better.
Well, all right, let's finish this sucker up.
Yeah, we're almost there.
The screen is now turned into a face, and it's like staring at nothing. Now it's morphing. Lots of like bands and cuts and stuff out of it.
Like flat noodles.
And then very little color coming into the side here. It looks like maybe it's going to be a deer. It's made up of a bunch of like warm colors as opposed to these cool colors. Fades into the American flag. And again, that's like at the end of the night.
Black Lips.
Yeah.
That's the Black Lips doing that last roll. That
Just
last
people
thing
rolling down a hill while this is playing. Black Lips are playing. Beautiful credits.
This video is by So Glows, which is a magazine that covers the Gloucester, Cheltenham, the Cotswold. It's a magazine.
This is the
covers
cheese
that
roll
area.
thing, right?
In Gloucester. Gloucestershire.
Yeah, I've seen stuff on this where the cheese rolls down the hill and people chase it.
Some ancient shit. Yeah, they've been doing it for hundreds of years.
They have sped this up and put it over each other, and it looks awful. Like it is very violent looking on this thing. Not so much in real life, but on here, ooh, dear Lord. Lots of overexposed colors.
Yeah.
And then the credits by Adam Burno at the end here. Very like 3D kind of Chiron looking.
I think the Black
wonderful
Lips,
version of that song.
Yeah. They're like a punkish band, aren't they, the Black Lips?
Black Lips have gotten into more like a kind of a bluesy rock thing.
Well, in this era,
that was definitely
they were punky.
Yeah. And we end it with somebody being carried off on a stretcher.
Yeah, just for a little fun fact
There you
about
go.
the cheese roll. So
Cheese rolls.
they take a double Gloucester cheese round,
Yeah.
which is anywhere from 7 to 9 pounds. They say
So stupid.
that it can reach speeds of up to 70 miles an hour.
I don't doubt that.
From the top of the hill to the bottom
That's
of the
a
hill.
big-ass
is
hill.
200 yards
Yeah.
from the
that's a
top
big-ass
of
hill,
the bottom.
man.
And they in 2013 they replaced the original cheese roll with a foam replica because of injuries.
Well, it gets
and it is a very injurious activity.
I'm sure it gets gross too. I mean, it's a big ass wheel of cheese rolling down a hill.
Well, it doesn't get gross because it's covered in like a coating,
but
like
still,
a
that
wax,
wax
or a
is still
cloth or
gotta get
something.
Fucking nasty, I would think.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But they
Seems like a really odd thing to do. But
well, it's because there's usually
Hey.
injuries and stuff like that. That's why they stopped
I would have
it.
done
So
I would have done it.
let's
I
see
remember
here.
back in the day, we had a big hill, and we would always try to get our truck up it, and it was a hill that went like straight up,
Yeah.
and I swear to God that truck almost fell over and killed us like 5 times because we were doing stuff we shouldn't be doing. You know, it's like that kind of hill. You're taking a truck over it, it's gonna dip over.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that they do this. So there's actually multiple races a year.
Yeah.
They do 4 to 5 races a year from what I'm seeing here. They've got a women's race. They've got, I guess, a men's, a women's, a
Where you just
co-ed,
race
and then a
women.
regular race. I don't
Yep.
know. But it's funny because they said that in just a fun fact for it. In 2023, there was a Canadian woman named Delaney Irving that won the ladies' race.
Yeah.
But she finished the race unconscious. And she didn't.
Unconscious.
Yeah, like she was rolling down the hill unconsciously and gets to the bottom, and they drag her off to a medical tent. And then while she's in the medical tent recovering, she finds out that she won the race.
Oh wow, that's,
That's
crazy. Let's see here. I wanted to see if I could get something on here just real quick. This is Adult Swim bumper music.
Yeah, if you play
Let's
Animal
just do one of
Crossing
these real quick.
New Horizon, there's a special item too called the Double Gloucester Cheese that is only available from May 22nd to May 31st.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wait, it's only available when?
In the game, it's a game, Animal Crossing. It's
Yeah,
only
no, I know
available in
Animal
the game.
Crossing. I'm just saying it said it's only available when?
May 22nd to May 31st because that's when the event happens.
So, like,
so
9
in the
days.
game, you can only get it for those 9 days in game.
Wow. That's crazy. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Adult Swim, Swimmer's Ear. We did some animals, and we did some animation, and Too Moist to Burn.
Too moist to burn.
It's so creepy when you whisper.
It is.
All right, guys. Check us out anywhere you get your podcasts, and we appreciate it. Also, check out Bois. That's where we came from.
Yeah, check us out on bwaakoth.com.
Yeah, and how do they find stuff about Swimmer's Ear?
You can find us on social media. We only have a Twitter and an Instagram, but you could find us at funkyearpodcast.com. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, I recommend going to First We Feast and going and watching the Conan O'Brien Hot Ones.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's my
Well, everybody says that
bit
he
for today.
used the Homer wax trick to do it. Like
Nah,
Homer,
he didn't. I don't think
Okay.
he did.
All right.
Come on, it's Conan
haven't
O'Brien.
watched it.
I watched it, and I feel like Conan O'Brien is a writer,
Yeah.
but he has also done stand-up comedy for 30 years. I don't care what
Done it for a
anybody
while.
says about him. He's not a stand-up comedian.
No,
he doesn't
he's
tour.
not. He wouldn't.
But
he
what
would
he's
tell you he's not.
What he does is comedy.
Yeah.
And there's no better, I think, at it. I think he's one of the better.
He is very fun. I
comedians.
mean, he's an institution at this point. You know, I mean, think about all the stuff he's done. But
Oh, he's
Harvard,
yeah.
National Lampoon, Simpsons,
Simpsons, yeah,
all the
he's-
shit
he's
he
ingrained.
did. Now he's doing stuff like where he travels.
And who's
all
his
over the
best
world.
friend? Greg Daniels.
Yeah, Greg Daniels and
Conan O'Brien shared a room.
I'll tell you
at
the other
Harvard.
one. The other one that doesn't get a lot of credit is Andy. Andy is
Richter.
oh,
Phenomenal.
such a funny.
I don't
guy.
think you could have. I don't think Conan's as funny without him.
No, I agree. He needs a straight man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you next time with Swimmers Ear.
Swimmer's Ear.
That's it.
That's it.
You can find Swimmer's Ear anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com.
Don't forget to take your Claradrill.
See our ad in Tables and Chairs magazine. This has been a Rogue Media Network production. Side off, girl, and eating burgers.